it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday, and we are already doing home fragrance empties for the month of July. It's once again blowing my mind. Every month I have this moment where I'm like, what just happened to the last 4 weeks of my life? Flew by. So I feel like we were just celebrating the 4th of July, and here we are. I have a month to start now getting Stella ready for school and finishing up my summer weddings and stuff, and it's just kind of crazy. But anyway, that is beside the point. Let's talk about the home fragrance that I finished up for this month. I actually do have 2 candles going downstairs right now today, and today's actually Monday. I'm obviously pre-recording this. Those will be done by the end of the day, so I'm just finishing them up. That's why I'm not going to show them to you here in this video, but they are 2 mason jars from Bath and Body Works. I really liked it when they had like this particular style of mason jar where it looks like a little mason jar. But anyway, so the 2 are a market peach, and like a true market peach from like back when their peach scent was really good. And then a raspberry peach macaron. I have a ton of these raspberry peach macarons in the mason jar style. And you know what? I actually like the mason jar better than the 3-wick candles, because I think the wicks that they used in the 3 wicks on the raspberry peach macaron are too thick. They do cause the candle to become discolored, and then it causes the scent to change just a little bit when you're kind of halfway through the candle. And at that point, I always put the 3-wick into the candle crock. If you don't know what a candle crock is, I will, as always, link a video down below explaining it. But yeah, so I just kind of find that the mason jars are, for me, actually almost just as strong in terms of strength and throw. And they actually burn better. So I don't know, I'm sad to be finishing up the Market Peach, because and this is the lid for the Market Peach, if you guys remember this fresh picked collection. I'm sad to be finishing that one up because I don't have any more Market Peach candles. I have burned them all now, but that's okay. There are other peach nectarine type scents that I have fallen in love with, specifically the Farm Stand Nectarine from Homeworks. I'm hoping that Harry brings that one back next year, because that for me is a very suitable replacement for the Bath and Body Works. I'm almost, by the way, also done with that Farm Stand Nectarine. I have like this much wax left, and I'm literally just like dragging it out, burning it, because I love the scent, and I didn't buy a bunch of backups. So basically, once it's gone, it's gone. And like I said, I don't know if he is gonna bring it back next year. Fingers crossed. So we'll see. But anyway, those 2 are burning downstairs. Once they're done, I will go ahead and clean the jars out, and I will totally reuse those. I think they're, oh, this is what they look like. I totally have one in here. There we go. I really do like to reuse these. I think they're fantastic. And the lids, they're super cute, right? So I'll put like cotton buds in here, or I have one in my bathroom that I use for cotton rounds. Works really great. So anyway, so here's obviously another peach macaron. This one, I mean, it extinguished itself perfectly. It burned great. No complaints. Amazing. Okay, candle crock. So I just took this out of the candle crock. I very carefully carried this upstairs so that you guys could see that when you put something in there, it completely liquefies the candles. The crock actually warms from the bottom and then also from around the sides, so you are able to melt the entire candle versus just putting this on like a hot plate. Speaking of hot plate, this is really warm on the bottom, but anyway, it just releases all the fragrance into the air. So this was Root Paradise, and I actually could have burned this to the very end. There's like no smell of paradise anymore, but I could have burned that completely to the end because it burned flawlessly, and it was actually, I would say the throw and strength of this particular one was like a solid 7.5, so it was great. Loved it. But yeah, I could have continued to burn it, but I'm kind of trying to finish up some of my summer stuff at this point. I am going to be transitioning over to like fall transitional scents probably in the next 2 weeks, and I will do a video on what fall transitional scents are for me personally. That's gonna vary from person to person, but I've kind of been and I've kind of been enjoying watching other people's takes on how they like to transition into fall fragrance. So I'll give you guys my take, but I highly recommend Root Paradise. It's a gorgeous scent, very tropical, very beautiful. I've done an in-depth review on it. There's a broken candle in here, so that's the clanking that you're hearing. I finished up a berry waffle cone. Obviously this was last year's ribbed glass. I love this glass. I do have several more of these, and I did purchase more because it is available this year again, but it's different. There is more emphasis on the waffle cone. It is called waffle cone this year, than the berry. I feel like with last year's rendition, it was half berry, half waffle cone, maybe slightly more emphasis on the berry. This year, it's more waffle cone, less emphasis on the berry. But anyway, I have yet to, at least on cold sniff, I have yet to burn one of this year's berry waffle cone. I will light that up and I will do a comparison like post burn. So, but anyway, love this ribbed glass. I totally reuse these all over the house for like paper clips and all kinds of stuff. So love that. Let's grab a couple of, I went through a fair amount of wax melts this month, and another sweet plum pastry. I love this. I have to admit, I did not end up placing a second order for Bring Back My Bar. I really thought that I would, and I'm probably gonna regret it, but honestly, at this point, I'm kind of saving up for the rest of the Homeworks releases that are coming up. I know that there's gonna be a few shows in the next couple of weeks, and I just wanna see what else Harry comes out with for the fall. And at this point, I'm transitioning to fall fragrances anyway, but this is a year round for me. A lot of you ended up purchasing this, and you said that you really liked it as well, so I'm so glad that you finally had a chance to try it. I love sweet plum pastry. This is gonna be a go-to for me whenever I can get my hands on it. This is a brick, you guys. So this is a Scentsy brick right here. You can see the size difference here. With these cubes, I divide them in half for my regular warmers, and I quarter them for like my smaller wall plug-in ones. This is the scent Shimmer. I only had one of these, and I'm a little bit sad that I didn't order at least two, but this is a really beautiful perfumey scent. I've really been enjoying it during like the middle part of summer. I think it's taken me like a month and a half to get through this because it's huge, you guys. It's so big. With my Scentsy wax, I will typically change out the wax once every 5 days. I could go longer with some scents, but usually I'm in the habit of changing it out every 5 days. So even if there's still a little bit left, I'll pop it out and change it anyway. But yeah, this is good. And I have warmers all over the house. So okay, I might as well get this broken one out of the way. I'm a little bit heartbroken that this broke, but it's my own fault for sticking this in here. I actually brought this back from my mom's house. I like to reuse these Yankee Candle jars. I actually gifted her this, and she just recently finished it. It was Cozy Sweater. It was a fresh scent, but you can see how sooty that got. Yankee Candles, just for me, soot like crazy. You can see it on this piece here too. Can you see how dark that is? It's just full of soot. But anyway, I was gonna reuse this jar because I could put like a little flower arrangement in it, but not anymore. So I'm just gonna have to like toss this. But anyway, my mom really liked this scent, but she was like, why is this so dark? My mom's not as like candle savvy as I am, and I was like, yeah, it's soot. So yeah. Can't say that I repurchased this even to give as a gift because I kind of feel bad like how badly it performed. Something that did not perform badly that I also had gifted to my mom is salted caramel. She ended up really liking this, and so she took it home with her and she finished it up. There's probably, you know what, there might be one more burn in here. Maybe I'll light it up one more time just to finish the last little bit. But I like to reuse these Root candle jars. They're the Veriglass style, which I think they're unfortunately doing away with. I like to use these as drinking cups afterwards. I clean them out obviously really, really well. But they're great little like juice jars. So anyway, I brought it back home because I wanted to reuse this as well. But yeah, so those were two of my mom's empties actually. I finished up a Sonoma Key Lime Pie from last year or the year before. You can see here these wicks traveled because I ended up just putting this into my Candle Crock. It changed on me, you guys. I don't know what it was with this particular one. Previous ones I've been able to like burn completely down. This, however, I could not. It totally, it started smelling like smoky and sooty, and I don't know why. I haven't had that happen with a Sonoma, so a little bit of a bummer. I do love this scent though. It's a very nice key lime pie. To me, it's not as good as the key lime pie from Homeworks. I tend to favor that particular one, but this is still very, very good. I hate even saying anything about it because you guys can't get it. They didn't bring it back this year, but I'm just hoping that the rest of these, I have like 5 more. I'm hoping that they don't do the same thing. So I'm gonna get one out and put it downstairs and see, you know. Again, I'm just kind of trying to finish up some of like my dedicated summer candles. So I'll try this again. And then the rest of what I have here is wax melts. So I'm just gonna go through, I think there's 4 of these. Yeah, because this is yeah, okay. I'm trying not to cut myself right now. These are all French Autumn. I finished up the last of my French Autumn from Goose Creek. Interesting, this one actually used to do really well for me. I could use it for like a week. But now for some reason, I think it's because these are a little bit older. They lasted me a maximum of 3 days before I found myself having to change them out. So that's really too bad. And I would use 2 cubes at a time. So there are, what are there, 5 in here? 6. So you get 6 like triangles in here. So I would use 2 at a time, sometimes 3 in my warmers that could hold a larger amount of melted wax. And yeah, by 3 days, the scent was completely gone. So I think it's a good thing that I have been using these up actively. Now I need to get through all of my peanut butter sugar. So that's next on the to-do list. But what's great about the peanut butter sugar is it's a great fall transitional scent. So I have plenty of like fall transitional wax melts to use up here. But French Autumn is a really nice perfumey, floral, fruity scent. It's a very interesting combination. It's beautiful. I no longer purchase from Goose Creek, but if you do, and they still have this, it is a very beautiful scent. I don't know about the performance of their products now. Like I said, these are several years old. Couldn't tell you. But I have 2 more Scentsy bars in here. I have a Bring Back My Bar and Peony Petals, which was lovely. This was really nice. It is a beautiful, like, it's a very perfumey peony scent, but it mixes great with a sugar cookie. I like to mix florals with bakeries, and that's a really great combination. It sort of tones down the floralness of this, if that makes sense. And then, ooh, here's another sweet plum pastry. So we went through 2 of those this month. I was very actively melting every single day, and like I said, I have warmers all throughout the house. When I do my like fall home tour, you guys will see all of the warmers and stuff that I have around, at least in the downstairs. I don't like to film the upstairs of the house, so you won't see those, but I have several. Usually, most rooms have a warmer in them, except for Stella's room. I don't like to do much home fragrance in there. So yeah. One last thing I did, oh, I almost cut myself. That was close. I changed out these, one of these light bulbs in, I think it was actually my Ambi warmer in the laundry room. I actually use these replacement bulbs that I get at, I sometimes buy them at Fred Meyer, but I also get them at Walmart. So I will buy these, and I will also use these in my Scentsy warmers that have 25 watt bulbs in them to begin with. Some of my Scentsy warmers only have 20 watt bulbs in them, and for those I do have to like reorder those from Scentsy, but I find that these do well. Now, just fair warning, I do believe that that does void the warranty with Scentsy if you use bulbs from another company, but these do work. So I'm hoping that Lisa's not watching, because she's probably like, don't do that. But anyway, I'm fine with, you know, if one of my warmers futzes out, I still have plenty of others, so I'm not too worried about the warranty thing. But anyway, I am so hot right now, you guys. I'm sweating. like 102 degrees out right now. Can you tell that I'm like roasting? And I sit in front of these big windows in the front of our house, and it just like, despite having the air conditioning on, it like beats in here and just warms this room up like crazy. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I need to clean up my mess in here, and then also I need to do my beauty empties for tomorrow. So if you're interested in what I finished in terms of beauty stuff, you'll see that tomorrow. So I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.